Welcome to Sage-Based Wisdom. I'm Brian Bahe.
And I am Jana Schmieding.
And today we are podcasting to you live from the sacred homelands of Hollywood and Vine.
Today we'll be giving you, our listeners, some advice cultivated indigenously from our backgrounds in cat hair removal systems.
And sapiosexuality.
If you're a frequent listener and want even more of us in your life, consider becoming an official Wise Ass member by going to sagebasedwisdom.supercast.com. Also, I just want to put out there as an announcement on today's pod, we need you to call in. We need you to engage with the pod. You can look at ways to do that in the podcast show notes. But we don't really. What is our pod if we're not giving you bad advice?
You call the pod phone number, and sometimes it'll go to my phone, and I will pick up accidentally and have an awkward conversation with you.
And if you don't want to do that, you can simply go to speakpipe.com/sage-based wisdom. If you don't want to have an awkward convo where Brian wasn't expecting to hear from you.
I mean, because it's a Google Voice phone number, but I think twice it's gone to my phone. And I'm like, how did this happen?
And you always pick up when you don't know the number. You always pick up
yeah,
anyway.
I always...
You're not a screener, so you will answer any call that comes in.
Yes.
Brian, I am once again coming to you looking like absolute shit.
I'm loving these glasses. Are these new?
Yeah, I got them in Japan.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They're kind of like, they have a weird transitions element to them, and I don't like that. But it's because they have a blue light blocker, so I can wear them when I
Wait, are they prescription?
They have a slight prescription, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You went to Japan with your prescription?
No, they will test your eyes there. There's a place that will just like do a quick eye exam and then give you prescription glasses.
That's so cool.
Steve has a really intense prescription, and he got he did it too. He got a pair.
I want what? You can just go there they're giving out free eye exams in Japan?
Well, you have to pay for the glasses, but also everything is cheaper there. So like you can get like an affordable pair of glasses with the eye exam. It's like,
damn.
It's just something you can do there. Everything is so expensive here.
Prohibitively.
It's really tough in the States. It's unreasonably expensive. So yeah, I am sort of in my ugly era. I'm in my not ugly era. I'm in my no makeup era, and I want to know if the audience is offended by my ugliness. Chime in the comments if you hate listening to me while I'm not wearing makeup.
Alicia Keys,
who used to just claim that she was not wearing makeup, but was clearly wearing like so much. She was wearing some
foundation,
probably some foundation, probably some like eyebrow stuff. Because for me, I don't know, listeners, you won't be able to see this, but my eyebrows are very faint and light, and they're overplucked from the 1990s when I was a teen, and they don't really grow back in fully. And I really gotta do my eyebrows before I go out, or else I look a little bit like a drag queen pre-makeup, pre-beat. I don't have the luxury of having nice hairy bushes like you. Oh, you're doing something interesting with your eyes there. Listeners, chime in if you like what Brian's doing with his eyes right now.
Trying to raise one eyebrow. It's hard.
Oh. I'm pretty good at it. Oh, my Botox is making it so I can't do it. Oh, yes. Yes, damn. Botox, making me expressionless. for the
That is
last 4 years.
you're not gonna like this, but I heard
Oh, no.
that because Botox makes you expressionless, like, it kind of dulls your feeling too. Not only are you expressionless on the outside, but also on the inside.
Honey, that's the point. That's the point. Dull it down. You know, I have this the reason I started getting Botox, and yes, I do get Botox, listener. Chime in the comments if you hate that I get Botox. I have the squinch. I have this the sort of
11s?
the grimace. Yeah, the 11s, the grimace 11s, right? In between my eyebrows. And it's because of years of making this face, which is like, are you fucking serious? Just like walking around with like, are you fucking serious? Like this kind of like scrutinizing. And then it kind of gives my forehead this like cellulite appeal. It's really cute. So I was like, let me stop grimacing about everything in my life. And it is helpful now as a person to not be like constantly walking around like pissed about shit. And then also I do slow down the Botox if I have an acting job coming up. So I will like sort of let myself become I time it so
Uh-huh.
that I'm not like I'm not like Nicole Kidman or who is it that Jen Aniston. Jen Aniston, shout out, love you. But man, on screen if you see her emote.
It's
What was
hard.
it? Morning show. Morning show. She emotes a lot in that show and it looks painful trying.
I have not seen that show. I don't know if I ever will.
You know, I didn't love it. I was sort of kind of hate watching it at first. It was pretty campy, sort of like a soap opera, and
Aaron
I I,
Sorkin, right?
I started to really like it. Yeah.
It's Aaron Sorkin. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty
He's all
good.
right.
I've been getting a lot of ads. No, not I think I got an ad yesterday for getting Botox on your penis. And I'm not too I watched the ad because I was like, am I interested in this? But
That
I didn't understand what it did exactly. Like the way they talked about it, they didn't say what it does, like why anybody would do it. But I'm like, okay, you had me at first, but then
no.
you lost me.
No. I don't know what that would do because Botox numbs the muscles. So I can't really I like it stuns. It
Maybe it
demobilizes.
firms. Does it firm you up a little bit?
It can sort of like if you get I got a little shot right on the corners of my mouth and she was like, it's gonna create because I started to feel like I was like looking like I was frowning all the time.
Yeah,
She goes, it does create a little bit of a ding, just like a very slight
interesting.
upturn. So it can firm, but I'm also like, I mean, for a dick, you don't want to desensitize it. People get
Yeah,
Botox like in their shoulders if they have really muscles that like never loosen, you know, like or they get tension headaches. They will get Botox in the back of their neck to like ease the tension.
hmm.
So I really don't see the function of that of a penile Botox injection.
Well, maybe I'll just get it anyway and see what happens.
Your life completely explodes. You're just like in the deepest, darkest depression. It's 3 months. It's 3 months. I'm gonna
That it
hold on.
lasts.
Botox in the penis. I put it in Google. Penile Botox or P-Tox.
Gross.
P-Tox, a minimally invasive non-surgical procedure involving Botox injections to relax the penile muscles. Primarily used for cosmetic enhancement by reducing contraction to increase flaccid length / girth and
To
reduce premature ejaculation.
to
It does. It
induce
desensitizes.
Or reduce premature ejaculation.
Reduce. It also is
Reduce.
used to improve erection quality by improving blood flow. Okay.
This is
Oh,
crazy. Men are just sticking anything in their dick to see what happens.
They really are.
It's so crazy.
It softens the appearance of the penis at rest.
Softens the appearance, meaning that
it reduces the retraction reflex that causes the penis to shrink. So I guess your dong is just kind of, it's like flopping out there. It's flopping. It makes it just like a kind of a flopping out there situation. So that
if you were a dog, it would just be
back in.
full pink the entire time. It wouldn't go back in. It would just be fully out there.
Yep.
I think I have this memory from when I was a kid, and this might be I might be exaggerating it, but I do remember being a child and seeing a dog who just had sex. And his
sex. Made love. Seeing a dog who just made love.
And it was and his dick, his long ass pink dick was just dragging on the ground below him as he was walking.
Brian,
I remember being a child being like, what?
Traumatized?
Not even. I was
because I'm traumatized
curious.
right now.
I was curious. Well, because my dog was an Australian Shepherd, not spayed or neutered, kind of our bad on that end. But he did have just his regular ass, his regular ass dog dick would come out every now and then. But it was never dragging on the ground. So to me, see one dragging on the ground, I was like, is this thing?
It just means that dog was hung.
He was he was he's doing OnlyFans now.
Yeah, he was like the Ron Jeremy of dogs.
Yeah.
Is there a new Ron Jeremy? Is Ron Jeremy dead?
The Girth Master, I think, is he's out here.
Okay.
I hate that I
the Girth
knew
Master
that immediately.
Yeah, I mean, of course you did. That's why I asked.
I think Girth Master is pretty huge. I don't know. I think it's so weird because it's so many people are doing it now that it's kind of no one really is standing out on that much of on a Ron Jeremy type of level anymore.
Well, I feel like he was kind of a significant case because this is pre P-Tox back in the 80s, 70s and 80s. I don't really even know the history of Ron Jeremy, and I don't care. But I feel like it was a 70s situation. I don't know.
It feels like 80s, but who knows?
Back in the VHS days. Can you imagine, you guys? I want listeners to understand. I'll take you back to the 1980s. You want to look at some porn. You have to drive to a store, an adult video store, where there are VHSs. You have to be 18 to get in. Although I'm sure some people just kind of let folks in.
You have to comb.
You get a fake ID. Yeah, you have to comb. You have to look at the covers, the titles.
You're reading the backs, being like...
You're reading the backs.
Is this something I'm into?
Is this my favorite? You could be a repeat renter where you get the same one.
I would not want to rent. I think I would need to own.
I'm sure, but I guess
it wasn't
renting...
Blockbuster, right? I don't think they rented. I think it was only purchase.
It was only purchase?
That feels... renting. How would they make money?
There was a way to rent. What do you mean, how would they make money? That's a great way to make money. $4 a pop.
The studios? I don't think they're selling.
They were renting and selling. Were they renting, babe? Yeah. Steve said
so
they were renting. Wait. You make what? Exactly. Renting is basically they buy the video and they own the video, and then you rent it and they make all this money on like repeat rentals.
Right.
So of course they're renting. That's like
That
how they
makes
make the
sense.
bulk of their money.
I'm more concerned for the studios because they're only making that one sale then. Whereas, like,
Oh
if it
yeah, the
was,
studios are absolutely fucked. They're just poor, dirt poor.
yeah,
But I'm sure that there was a way that the rental fee is coming back to, because that was a regular movie was benefiting from rentals.
yeah, but those were like more mainstream.
I got sent home with a Little Caesars box of pizza the other night, and I really
After the
I
chapter
couldn't.
house,
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I had the crazy bread though. I got sent home with a pack of crazy bread, and I went to town on that.
Crazy Bread is where it's at.
Love you, babe. Crazy bread is so fucking good. And you know what, Brian? Here's an advertisement for the listener. If you come to the LA Indian Flea Market on Saturday, May 30th, you can see Sage Based Wisdom live at night. During the day, my siblings and I are going to have a fry bread booth.
No way.
We're going to have a fry bread booth, and we're not going to do tacos because it's just too much food to like have.
It's a lot of prep.
It's a lot of prep, and it's a lot of like
Ingredients.
burners and shit to have. Yeah, ingredients, like things to have out and just out and about. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have the sweet toppings. You have your cinnamon sugar, you have your powdered sugar, you have your honey. What I invented is crazy bread, the crazy bread topping. I'm going to smush the fry bread onto like a garlicky Parmesan seasoning. So it's
Interesting.
crazy fry bread.
This is kind of an incredible idea. I'm so curious now to taste it.
Kind of? It is.
I'm a
It
little
fully
bit concerned.
is.
I'm a little bit concerned though, because to me, sometimes fry bread, it does have, like, when you eat a plain fry bread, sometimes there is just like the faintest, it sometimes has the faintest like sweet taste. Not fully, but just like on its own, there's like a tiny bit of just like it's sweet a little bit. And so to put that with garlic concerns me, but I'm so interested.
It's not going to be sweet tasting. I promise you that. My siblings and I, before people come for me in the comments, my sister had basically run a fry bread stand like so many fucking times. We have it down to a science. We've had so many fry bread like dinners in our family, huge. We even bought out at my aunt's house. We bought a actual industrial fryer where you put the thing in the like the basket down into the oil, and you fill up like two like square burners. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like an oil, like a fryer that you would see at like McDonald's, but not as many.
Yeah.
We have done it so many times, and we have the age-old recipe. And baby, it's not sweet. And I argue that even if it were a little bit, maybe a little twinge of sweetness, that it would taste really good with like a savory topping.
I want it. I'm so excited to try it. I can't wait. You're also speaking to somebody who, growing up, I have about 1,800 cousins on my mom's side. And so every school year at whatever school we're at, our family would set up a fry bread booth at like the fall festival.
Totally.
And we just like fucking had that shit rocking and rolling. I was out there scooping beans on fry bread, sprinkling cheese, making
Brian,
these tacos.
There's room to volunteer at my fry bread stand if you wanna do some shaping. I've
actually never done that.
Oh.
I think I did once. Well, I think I did once, and it was really bad. And I was like,
You
okay,
were more of the bean guy.
I was more toppings. I was a child. I was like 10 years old, trying to
Right.
they were child laboring me because.
Oh, I'm absolutely using my niece and nephew as child laborers in our fry bread stand. Don't you worry.
And it was cool because then I could give free food to all my friends at schools, which bought me some cool points. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I've never actually like made. I think I made dough once when I was like home and bored one summer, and then I made the fry bread, and it was bad. But but I'm like, okay, cool. I tried it, and it is difficult. And if I really want to learn to do this, it's going to take some time.
Yeah, no, I think. Listen, there's so many roles in the fry bread process. So many roles. So if you have an urge to sort of be the toppings guy,
I'll be cashier.
Yeah, or we need a cashier.
And then I'll pocket $1 for every $5.
Well, that's the thing also is about like the cost of a piece of fry bread. It's like it's not an Indian taco. And I came up in the days when an Indian taco was like $5, like that was like top.
Now they're like 16.
They're over $10.
It's crazy. But
inflation has got us by the fucking necks here. But yeah, I think I'm trying to like figure out what is the cost of a piece of fry bread with a topping. Like I almost just want to say it's $5.
Yeah, but then you got to take into account like the labor of chopping the tomatoes.
No, again, no tacos. This is just
a single piece of fry bread.
A single piece of fry bread with either powdered sugar, honey, or cinnamon sugar. Or
I'd say, yeah, 5 or 6.
Crazy bread.
5 or 6. If it's crazy bread, 7.
If it's crazy bread, 7?
Well, I'm assuming
if it's crazy bread, 7.
that you're doing the crazy bread yourself. You're not letting each person dip their own crazy bread, right?
Yeah. No. We do the toppings.
Yeah.
They order it how they want. They can have one of the 4 different kinds.
Can I tell you something about powdered sugar on fry bread? I don't get it.
You don't?
Every time I try powdered sugar in general, I'm like, this is not like, what is this? This is nothing. Beignets?
Oh, yeah.
Take this powdered sugar off. It's better without.
I do hear where you're coming from. As a person who is a connoisseur of desserts, I will say I've choked on powdered sugar donuts many times. Like the shit is like so fine that you can breathe it in and literally die. It's a lethal topping. I think it's like very specific what you want to put it on though. And you don't want too much like beignets. I do think that sometimes there's too much loose powdered sugar on it and then you're just getting like a dusty mouthful of pouty.
And it's like a weird kind of sweet too, where it's like it's not enjoyable to me. Like I think it is sweet, but it's like not a enjoyable type of sweet.
In my family, we did sort of a jam and powdered sugar situation.
Fuck yeah, that sounds
where
good.
my mom was like she would make jam, like strawberry and raspberry jam every year, like a big giant freezer full of it, and then we would drizzle the jam and a little bit of powdered sugar. Really fucking good. But a lot of people are into it. On fry bread, yeah.
Yeah, I can't get behind it.
I'm more of a cinnamon sugar girly.
That sounds good to me.
And
I actually don't think I've had that, but it sounds good to me.
Yeah, I love a honey. But I like a powdered sugar too. I like them all.
Peanut butter.
Ooh. Oh,
peanut butter and jelly dippers?
Peanut butter and jelly honey? Okay. One time.
Bananas.
Bananas. Nutella bananas. One time my siblings and I created a little fry bread pocket, almost like a calzone, but like not a huge like a smaller calzone. We put peanut butter in the calzone and jelly and we fried it. And I'm going to tell you, it didn't go exactly how I wanted it to go because the calzone, when it started frying, it kind of popped open and then it leaked peanut butter and jelly into the oil, which kind of fucking ruins the whole thing. But But we have experimented with sort of a little fry bread pocket, if you will.
My Thana Otham side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is like an Arizona thing. This isn't anything really. But just like getting a homemade Jimmy / tortilla, getting that, spreading that with peanut butter and jelly on the inside, folding it over like it's a cheese crisp or something, or a quesadilla, and then microwaving it for like 10 or 15 seconds.
Right.
It's so good.
Wait, do you know how to make like good flour tortillas?
Absolutely not. I don't know how to do anything.
Come on, Bri.
I know how to put stuff in the microwave.
Yeah.
And I know how to fry an egg.
Okay, you guys, listeners. I have to tell you something. I got some tea yesterday. I was hanging out with our girl Jackie Kalia. Shout out. We went to the mall together. We went to Century City because the Anthropology store there has a plus size section. The plus size section, by the way, at the Anthropology in Century City is literally 1 rack, 1.5 racks. Okay.
Damn.
So don't bother, girls. But Jackie did find a couple pairs of pants and they were really fucking cute. But on the way there, she was telling me about, you know, how you guys hung out after the show. And she told me something that pissed me the fuck off, Bri. It pissed me off.
About?
You're busted, bitch. She said,
I'm trying to remember.
She said, you're not even going to know what I'm talking about. She said that she came over to your apartment.
Oh, yeah.
She goes, Brian's apartment is really nice. I go, oh, you went to his apartment? She goes, yeah, we went. I saw his apartment. I go, you went inside his apartment. She goes, yeah, it's really nice. He's got it all. It's really nice. It's a kind of a cool apartment in there. He has art on the walls. He has pictures of himself and his grandfather. He has pictures of himself as a kid, a baby, on the wall.
Not on the wall.
I go, hold the fuck on. Are you fucking serious? I go, you're the only one of Brian's friends, quote unquote, friends that have literally ever been to his home. She goes, his kitchen is really great. He has a great kitchen. I go, what? You mean he's not living in a fucking basement slum somewhere with 10 roommates and a fucking dragging dog penis in the home? Like, what? I'm so confused. And Bri, the way my fucking chubby little heart was just crushed to pieces. I can't believe you've never had me over. You've never invited anybody over.
It's not like we were hanging out here. All we did was I needed to leave the show and we were going to a bar to hang out afterwards. But I was like, I don't want to drive. So I was like, let me drop my car off, drop all my stuff
gigantic
off.
Truck, my gigantic pickup.
I had a lot of possessions that night too. So I was like, I can't just like carry these. Like I had to drop them off. And then we just like were in here for a second while I got an Uber.
Well, wow. Pretty cool, Bri. Pretty cool. You know, I was more taken aback by not just that she went there, but that it's nice. That it's nice? You're out here acting like you are just like a bum in a slot. You're just like, I don't know how to decorate. I don't bother. I've never cooked a single day in my life. And you have this like nice little apartment where it's like actually looks nice.
Here's the thing.
And the only people who probably have ever get to see the inside of your apartment are just these boneheaded fucking fuck boys, these gays that just are passing through. They don't give a single shit.
No, they love it.
No appreciation.
They love the place, first of all, the gays.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure everybody would love it.
No, I know how. The thing is, I do know how to decorate. I think I've always known I could. But I just like never had the need to.
Sure.
I was always like, well, who fucking cares? I don't care.
I admittedly was bad at it when I lived in New York City because I was never home.
I did go, it actually took some time. When I was living in New York City, I was trying to go full, I think I've heard it described as like kindergarten classroom vibes. Like it was almost like over, I had like a purple desk and a pink chair and like a green rug and like, it was like that vibe.
Well, that's some aesthetic. I don't know if it's cool, but
now it's kind of, I've toned it down a little bit. I've tried to just like, really lean into like, who am I? What do I want to be?
It's blowing my mind, Bri. Because, we're over here, shooting in my apartment, this tiny little shithole. And we could be in your beautiful space where you have apparently designer furniture and shit on your walls. And like, what's going on?
Everything is from Facebook Marketplace. Also, this place is this place is small. It's like very small.
Okay. Fine.
We could not shoot here.
Okay. Very well. Well, that's my one complaint for the day is, guys, apparently the word on the street is Brian Bahe's hiding a gem in LA.
Here's what I'm going to do.
He's hunkering down.
I want to get really good at making steak. And once I kind of perfect that, then I'll have you over.
Well, you know who could help you perfect the art of making a steak? Me.
I want this to be a journey.
Okay.
I want to
invite me over when you know how to cook a steak. I'll bring you a couple plants that you can hang in your ceiling so they fall down, like the one behind me.
I guess that would look good in that corner.
If you have like a light source or a window, it's good right next to a window.
Yeah.
Sort of give the place a little life.
I have a space in mind.
All right, should we check out the Soch and see what we got?
Mm-hmm.
Psst, did you know that cremating one human body is the equivalent carbon impact as driving 500 miles? Come on, you don't want your last impact on Earth to be leaving a carbon footprint. And that's where terramation comes in, also known as human composting. It only takes 1/8 of the energy, and in just 60 to 90 days, your body turns into nutrient-rich soil, which then can help plant trees, go into a forest, go into a memorial garden. Instead of just disappearing, you're actually becoming part of life again. So, what is it? Ashes or forest?
Interesting.
What is it, Brian?
How are they doing that?
Ashes
What's that
or
process?
forest?
How does that happen in 60 days? That's what I want to know.
I think they sort of just probably bury the body in the dirt.
But then wouldn't that... Really? No.
Yeah. Just sort of naked.
The human body doesn't compose that fast. Bones? They find bones from pirates.
They don't find bones from pirates.
Yes, they do.
What pirate is being found, Brian? What pirate bones are being found?
Off the coast.
Brian, they find bones of things that have not been buried. And I'm sure that there is some process. I don't understand composting and the science of it, but I'm sure that there's some process where you can like pressure compost. You can like apply pressure. You can apply like some kind of microorganisms or something that will help break down the corpse.
I guess
but
so.
Here's what I'm going to say. I want this. I want this. I'm saying it here and I'm saying it now. to you, to the audience when I go. This is my living will when I go. I want to be buried in the dirt and just tradish style. Turn me into a forest. I don't want to contribute to the carbon emissions.
Where do you want your dirt at?
I don't care. Anywhere. Wherever needs me.
The Grove.
The Grove. Bury me in the garden at the Grove Mall in Hollywood. I do want to sort of I want to be buried like in the redwoods. Like put me in a place that like really needs some help with like maintaining the forest.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that this is like a perfectly fine way to be buried. Isn't this kind of like tradish way? Like I feel like, you know, the Lakota people like put up the body up and just wrapped it in linen and
I do in theory like this idea. I'm not crazy about her doing it. I don't want her to compost
have
me.
any I don't want the white lady who is pro composting.
I would need
bodies.
to know who's composting me, what their whole deal is before I sign my body over to them.
I want a native owned company to take this on. I want a native company to take on human composting. And
I need them to be
don't give it
Hopi.
to the wipes. Yeah, I need them to be sort of like Hopi or something
not
very
Chumash,
sacred.
Not Chumash.
We all know these fucking Chumash are out here mishandling. I am like quite interested, however, in like what are the burial practices of each tribal nation? Like they've got to be different, and like, you know,
yeah,
we know what the ancient Egyptians loved to do,
right? But only for their select few,
right? Only for the like prized people, the higher ups.
Yeah,
I
think regulars they kind of just threw them somewhere.
Did they compost them? Maybe they did.
I think they just put them somewhere, like in the dirt.
That's what composting is, Brian. I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like being in a fucking metal or glass or wooden box and just the bones are just like rotting away in there for all of eternity. What the fuck is that about? That's the weirdest practice I've ever heard of.
I did see a TikTok that was like this old man who works at like what's the place where you pick out the sarcophagus?
Wow, Brian. First of all,
anyway.
it's called a casket, and a funeral home is where you get one. A sarcophagus is such a funny word.
He rolls out this casket and it's like pink.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, I want that.
Yeah, but do you? I mean,
a little bit.
Who sees the pink except for when you have? Also, I don't know. You're formerly Catholic, so have you been to open casket funerals?
Of course.
I have too. It's dark. To me, it's dark.
Crazy.
I don't like it.
It's like it's like, I don't know. It's not dark to me. It's kind of normal.
I mean, dark in a way that I think the practice is dark.
You think so? You think like once dead, covered always?
I just don't like the idea that we're putting makeup on the thing and we're making it presentable. I don't mind seeing a body that has passed. Okay. I have seen family members who have passed and they're just like recently passed. And, in Indonesia, I read in Eat, Pray, Love, they do like, there's a whole week where the body is out and you can like come and say goodbye to it. And like they preserve it and they keep like beautiful smelling flowers around it, but like, I just don't like the idea that you're pumping the veins full of like preservatives and shit and you're setting it out like.
As you're saying this, I do agree with what you're saying. It is kind of crazy.
It seems like a chemical, sort of a chemically situation. And then like, how long does the body ever break down in there? Like, is it just like in the future, if we survive if our species survives in the future, are they just going to be like people are going to look back on these burials and be like, ew, this is gaudy.
Yeah, it's hard. It's tough.
So I'm sort of like, well, if I was always pro cremation. I was like, oh yeah, I guess just, sort of burn me and like sprinkle my ashes in the ocean. I don't fucking know. But then I didn't know that it was such a intense carbon emission.
I don't know. That's
500 cars? That's crazy.
That's like back and forth to Palm Springs 2.5 times.
Yeah, come on. Just
I don't
bury
mind
me in
that.
the woods. Bury me in the woods. Let me feed the creatures of the earth.
Yeah. Don't even bury me. Just put me in the woods.
Just flop you in there
Yeah. Face down, ass up.
with your P-Tox dong, just like flopping, flopping in the wind. Face down, ass up. We position you sort of in like a ass up.
Yeah, doggy style. Just like.
Oh, that's insane. Oh my god.
Put sunglasses on me, obviously. Don't want to freak anyone out.
That's crazy.
I do want a tramp stamp really bad.
Do it, girl.
Okay.
What are you gonna get?
It's a surprise.
Tasmanian devil.
But I have something very specific in mind. And
Bugs Bunny dressed as a girl. You have something.
I can't say what it is.
I
can't say what it is. It's too good.
Is it gonna go across your back, sort of in a design, or is it just gonna be one like middle of the back tramp?
Like kind of a combo of both.
Ooh. Is it going to be native inspired? A dream catcher?
Absolutely not. That would be crazy. A native inspired tramp stamp is insane to me.
A native inspired tramp stamp I'm sure is out there. It's out there.
Oh, of course it is. I just couldn't do my people like that.
Oh, come on. Do native inspired, but not made by a native and not like tattooed by an Indian. Like just make it like a truly native inspired. It means nothing. I want to get a tattoo soon too. I want to keep going with my arms and do more.
You want a full sleeve?
I don't want a full sleeve, but I like having places that I wear sleeves. Like my shoulders, I want my shoulders to be filled up. Whoa. And I kind of want my upper thighs to be filled up.
Whoa. I like that.
Places that are sort of like normally covered, but then every once in a while it like peeks out, you know?
Yeah, I love that. That's my favorite.
Okay, we should move on to our advice. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hi, long-time listener, first-time caller. Asking for advice. I think my cat and I have a codependent relationship, and I'm wondering, how do I still get to be her favorite person while enjoying some independence? I think she imprinted onto me after my brother abandoned her, and honestly, I'm kind of okay with it. But yeah, figured I'd call for a healthy check-in. Thanks. Have a great day.
Wow, this is deep. This is deep, and it almost made me cry just hearing that your brother abandoned a cat.
I'm on the brother side.
Brian, we know.
I think cats, animals in general, they need tough love. I think you need to I think you just need to if you don't want to be around them, don't be around them. Go into another room. Let them know that, look, you're going to feed them, but you're not, you need your own space.
Okay. That wasn't as intense as I thought you were gonna be, which was sort of like put them out on the street and say goodbye.
Right. Which I would have no problem with either.
Sure. Because you're a monster. You're a literal monster. And we know that. My answer is the opposite. Embrace the codependency of a cat and love it. Learn to love it. That's the beauty of cats. They are, I think that there's a sort of a myth that has circulated in American culture that cats are fine by themselves, that they are like really self-sufficient and they don't need to be like taken care of like that. But
Yeah.
I think they do. I think they're like kind of like dogs. Like you wouldn't leave your dog alone for like 2 weeks at a time,
Right.
I get a cat sitter when I go out of town. Oh, here's my other piece of advice. If you have one cat and the cat is just like all in your face, constantly codependent, get a second cat. Then they have somebody to play with.
What a terrible solution.
Brian, it's the best solution.
Seems like a nightmare.
It's like if you don't want to have a spoiled, I mean, it is a tough answer for a situation, but if you don't want to have like a spoiled, attention-seeking child because you only have one, have a second kid.
That's crazy.
Then they have a sibling.
Yeah. That's
Did
good
you play
advice.
with your sibling when you were growing up? Did you play with your sister?
Yeah. When we were like
Yeah.
really young, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I always had somebody to play with or beat up on or be beat up by.
Yeah, I never really knew what it was like to ever be like alone. There was
No.
always somebody around.
Totally.
That's why I love being alone now.
Oh yeah. You're into it.
Yeah.
I got my cats during the pandemic and never look back. Because I can still be alone, but like I never actually feel like lonely with these cats. I've never once experienced a feeling of like, I'm all alone. I have no one.
Yeah, there was a period a few months ago where I was like really craving a dog. I was like, I need a dog. I want a dog. I just like want a dog. The cat knocking stuff off behind you.
That wasn't the cat. That was a ghost.
Oh. But now I'm like, I don't think I need a dog / want a dog anymore. It's a good thing I didn't get one.
Yeah, weren't you talking about wanting a turtle for a while?
I mean, I will always want a turtle forever.
A turtle probably is kind of codependent too. I've seen turtles sort of follow their owners around. Any animal that you get that relies on you for food is gonna be your girl.
Maybe just stop feeding it and then it'll stop being codependent.
Well, a cat too, if you really don't want a cat to be codependent, then let it go outside. Let it be an inside-outdoor cat. An outdoor-indoor? Inside-outside?
That's my biggest issue with pets, I think, is just them on the ground outside and then coming in really bugs me. I don't like that.
You don't like bringing the dirt, bringing in the outside germs.
And then even if you like don't let them on your bed, I'm like, but they're probably still near it.
Yeah, I don't let my cats outside because we live in a very car populated area. And also I'm on the second floor. So what am I going to do? Like let them go downstairs and out the front door? Like I don't want them to get hit by a car. So I just keep them inside.
Yeah, that would be crazy to let them out.
Although I have been doing this thing. Here's a little fun cat story. Wilma, my bitchy girl cat, she's been sniffing around the front door. So I have, if you can see behind me, listener, you can't see, but behind me is a tiny little porch that I have, like a little balcony out back. And I have a screen door and I keep it open. And then I had a catio built, where it's like a screen on the railing of this outdoor space. I had a catio built so that they could enjoy the outdoors without going outside. But now Wilma is really into the front door. And I think it's because there's a cat that lives across the hall from me. Like the couple that lives across the hall from me has, I think, 2 cats and a dog, or at least 2 cats. So she's been like making these sounds at night where she's like, she like really wants to visit that other cat.
Yeah.
And so when I open the door, when I come home in the evening or whenever I come home, I open the door and she bolts out the front door. And I've stopped being like, get back inside, like really scolding her for it. And I've just been like, she's going to be okay. I'm going to let her explore. Let's see how this pans out. And so now every time I come out, she's allowed to sort of like go outside and sniff around and see what the world has in store. I feel bad preventing her from seeing the world.
You need one of those backpacks with that like has the little like hole, like the clear thing in it, so the cat.
I do have a backpack. I don't have the kind with the bubble, like the bubble.
Yeah,
backpack
the bubble one is what
the
I'm
clear
thinking
bubble.
of.
It's so cute, but I have one that is like a mesh side where they can look out the front and the sides. And I've never actually like taken them on a walk in the backpack, but I often think about doing it.
I think you should get a stroller for them.
They wouldn't stay in the stroller. My cats are wild. They're just like,
but like but make sure the stroller has like a contain, like it's contained.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I don't want to be a person who pushes a stroller.
I think it would make so much sense for you.
That's sort of my anti-parent vibes. Like I lean into being a cat person because I am like, these are little beasts of the wild, you know, like it's like fun to have a couple little beasts running around my house, but I don't want to be a parent.
Yeah.
One thing that I think would be dreadful about being a parent, stroller life.
Yeah.
Pushing a stroller around.
I don't think I would do that. It's too bulky for me. I think I would just carry them everywhere, or I would make them walk.
Walk. It's like a 1-year-old walk.
Yeah, I'm like, you need to walk.
Anyway, listener, lean in. Just let them, or get a second cat so that they have someone to play with. They say that cats get lonely, they get bored, and then when you get them a little baby cat, they have something to take care of and somebody to play with.
Get him a turtle.
Get him a turtle. Get him a fish.
Don't get him a fish. They're gonna eat that fish.
No, they won't. That's a myth too. Sometimes they make friends with other beasts. I've seen parrot cats be best friends. I've seen cat. I don't know. I guess fish. What are fish? Fish are so weird. You can't train a fish.
Shamu.
Shamu. Whales are a different story. I genuinely think whales are smarter than people. Their brains are bigger. They've got to be. They probably have like the knowledge of an ancient person who's just been living forever.
They just can't grasp anything. They don't have thumbs.
No, but they don't need them because they can just move things with their mind.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't you think a brain that big would have the power to I mean, they're knocking boats over as a team. They're teaming up and knocking boats over. They're tanking ships.
That is pretty cool. That is cool.
You don't think that they have like complex communication systems? I mean, I listened to a podcast one time that was talking about how whales have pop music. They have pop. They create a song, and it spreads through the ocean, and they start all singing the same song.
No way. That's crazy. That's so cool.
It's so cool. Whales are fucking dope. And you know what? We're going to talk about more whales in our wise ass section. Please stay tuned if you're a wise ass. And if you're not a wise ass, become one. Brian, is there anything you want to plug coming up? A show, a thing?
I mean, I don't know when this comes out. It's probably too late. Come to my comedy show at the Hollywood Improv, May 13th, 8:30, Starfuckers. And if you're also in the LA area, come to the stand-up show class that I'm teaching. I'm teaching 10 young native comedy minds, the voice of the next generation.
The next native generation.
They're having a stand-up comedy class show on May 16th at 5 p.m. at the Chapter House.
Oh my God, that's so soon.
That's like really soon, actually. I don't
You
think they're
gotta train
ready.
them up, Bri.
Yeah, they're not.
You can't just throw them into the. Here's my cat. I also will keep plugging the LA Indian Flea on May 30th at the Chapter House in Los Angeles, and then we will be doing that evening a Sage Based Wisdom Live, and we have a special musical guest coming up with us. You know him and you love him, and I'm not going to say his name yet because we haven't revealed it, and I don't know when this is coming out, but
It rhymes with mad money.
that would be fucking nuts. Oh my God, we would get arrested for sound. Yeah, so come in the day for the Flea and come in the evening to see Brian and I. We are our special guest advice columnist is Memo Torres from LA Taco.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that's all the time we have today. We hope our wisdom made your life better, but we will not be issuing refunds if it didn't.
If you or anyone you know is seeking advice, has a question, or just wants to chat, give us a call on the information that's in the show description notes.
Oh, as always, we'd love you to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts and on YouTube. And again, support our work by becoming an official Wise Ass by going to sagebasedwisdom.supercast.com. And I do want to say again, please call and ask for advice. Otherwise, we don't really have a pod. You got to call the numbers or the speak pipe and leave us a message, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Toksha.
Toksha.
Hagone.